Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid preview. This is the preview to Bayern Munich against Real Madrid. Can I believe that I'm saying this? Not really. If you had asked me 2 months ago when the draw was made around there at least, um, who I would have expected, right, to go through, I would have said to Real Madrid, but I probably would have said Arsenal slightly. But with the way that both teams went through, with the way that Real Madrid were basically out when you look at how Man City played for 210 minutes, for the way that Bayern Munich are playing against an Arsenal side that managed to get a draw um, at the Emirates, maybe you would have thought that both teams would have got knocked out at some stage. But I thought both teams played really, really well, and both teams did really, really well to get through to the semi-finals. And this is one of those European nights that we love. You look at those days, prime Real Madrid days. You're talking 2014 to 2017, 2018, right? This is a classic. Okay, let's not talk about 2012. That is a Real Madrid fan's worst memory. Let's be honest. But you talk about Real Madrid wins at least across the last um, couple of years, and look at these two sides playing each other across the last couple of years as well. Absolutely historic. Absolutely incredible. And this is gonna be an incredible game. This is gonna be the one to watch game. I would say there will probably be more people looking at Dortmund PSG because both teams can sort of go through. There isn't a clear favorite, whereas I think that people in this game would label Real Madrid as favorites, and I don't like that. I just think keep Bayern Munich as favorites. Say that it's a neutral. Say that Real Madrid are gonna lose. It's fine because Real Madrid like proving people wrong, and that has been shown. Now, seriously though, do I think Real Madrid are favourites? Yes. Not only because Real Madrid are playing or are able to get the results lately. They haven't been playing the best, but they have been able to grind results out. And Bayern Munich have looked suspect. They have looked unlike usual Bayern Munich. They have looked, really, really poor. They've just lost the Bundesliga title to Bayer Leverkusen just a couple of weeks ago. Real Madrid are on course for a 36th Liga title. The form, the momentum coming to this is very different. But the first game is away from home for Real Madrid, and you have to remember that anything other than a Bayern Munich 3-0 win or a 3-goal win for Bayern Munich, I would say, seals the game in the first game. I think that if Real Madrid can go to Bayern Munich, obviously, can go to Bavaria Munich, keep the game tight, not, obviously concede a lot of goals, and even a 2-1 loss, even a 1-goal defeat, I would say, it's workable. If you can get a draw, even better. If you can win, even better. But Real Madrid, I think, are favourites because the second leg is at the Bernabeu. And the Bernabeu, we know for these sort of games, are, absolutely majestic. And it's going to be absolutely lively in that second leg. So, for Real Madrid, it is very important to go away and not defend. Don't park the bus, don't get 11 men back. show Bayern Munich that you can play. Bring it on. This is a Bayern Munich side that are vulnerable. I mean, we'll go through obviously the teams and everything later, but this is a Bayern Munich side that are vulnerable, and we've seen them in games before. You know, even against teams like Heidenheim. Um, I mean, who are the kind of teams that they've recently dropped points to? I'm talking even draws and losses, right? You know, the likes of obviously Heidenheim. They've lost to Dortmund. Um, they've drawn to Freiburg. They've lost to Bochum. They've lost to Werder Bremen. You know, these are the kind of teams that they have obviously lost to. So I do believe that there is a huge reward up for grabs, and Real Madrid have to go there and show that they can do it. Now, just a little quick head to head. The last time we played them in a competitive game was in 2018 um, at the Santiago Bernabeu. It was a 2-2 draw. The last time we played Bayern Munich in the Champions League at the Allianz Arena was in 2018 as well, where Real Madrid won 2-1. The last time before that was in 2017, 4-2 win for Real Madrid at the Bernabeu and a 2-1 win at the Allianz Arena. So it seems like every time Real Madrid play Bayern Munich, the first leg is at the Allianz Arena, and secondly, Real Madrid win 2-1 every time they play at the Allianz Arena. Not every time, but you get what I mean. Excluding the International Champions Cup, last 4 games have ended in 3 Real Madrid wins and 1 draw, 0 Bayern Munich wins. In a sense, we own Bayern Munich, but I'm not going to say that, right? Bayern Munich home form leading up to this game, they've just beaten Eintracht Frankfurt yesterday at the time of recording. They've beaten Arsenal at home. They've beaten Cologne at home. They've lost to Dortmund at home. They've smashed Mainz at home. They've beaten RB Leipzig at home. They've beaten Gladbach at home. They've beaten Union Berlin at home. They've lost to Werder Bremen at home. They've beaten Hoffenheim at home. They've beaten Stuttgart at home. Wait, that was in December. Never mind. But you get what I'm saying, right? Against the weaker team, so-called, they lose. But Werder Bremen, you know, that's a shock as well. So you don't really know what you're going to get from Bayern Munich. At home, they tend to play a lot better than away from home. But obviously, Dortmund, Werder Bremen, these are teams that have gone to the Allianz Arena and have won the games without Bayern scoring. So I think that Bayern Munich are one of 2 teams. They turn up, they play really well, they win 2-1 or 3-2. They turn up, they play really poorly, they can't score, they lose 1-0, 2-0 or 3-0. It's one of 2 ways. And let's hope there is a second way, right? If Real Madrid can go there, win 2-3-0, that's the game over, that's the leg over. Goodbye Bayern Munich. But obviously, highly unlikely, isn't it? But who knows, right? Real Madrid's form coming into this game, a 1-0 win against Real Sociedad away. I will talk about all the games. Win at home to Barcelona, a win away against Man City on penalties, a win away against Mallorca, a draw at home against Man City, a win at home against Athletic Club, a win away against Osasuna, a win at home against Celta Vigo, a draw at home against Leipzig, a draw away against Valencia. You get what I'm saying. The last time Real Madrid lost was in January in the Copa del Rey to Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano. And the last time before that we lost in La Liga was also at the Wanda Metropolitano in September. So 2 losses this whole season for Real Madrid. Certainly, I think Real Madrid can win this game. Definitely. Absolutely. Definitely. But it is about which Bayern Munich show up and which Real Madrid show up as well. However, I'm looking at Bayern Munich And let's look at some of the players that they have that are going to be absolutely dangerous, because this is not playing against, all due respect, cadets. This is not the same level. They've got Harry Kane, the best striker arguably in the world. They've still got one of the best goalkeepers in the world, Neuer. Thomas Muller. Kimmich is arguably the best 6/right back in the world. They've got Musiala, one of the best young players in the world. They've got Leroy Sané, one of the best right wingers in the world. They've got Alphonso Davies, a player that Real Madrid are actually looking at to sign, one of the best left backs in the world. Goretzka, Serge Gnabry, Kingsley Coman, who I think might actually be out for this game, Upamecano, Matthias de Ligt, Mazraoui, Kim Min-jae, and Rafael Guerrero as well. These are going to be players. I'm looking at Harry Kane, man. I think Harry Kane, Musiala, and Sané, the front three, are going to be what potentially wins them the game. Speaking of winning the games, injuries-wise, Upamecano is apparently injured. Musiala is injured, but there is obviously no confirmation whether he'll be back. He could well be back. Actually, I do expect him to be back, actually. Sacha Boey is out. Bookman is out. Sane is apparently out, but I do expect him to be back. Conrad Lima is out. Sa is out. Gnabry and Koeman are both out. I think Koeman's injury is more long term. Gnabry might be back. And as for Real Madrid, it is actually, it still says fall on Monday, but let's see. And Alaba and Courtois will not be 100% fully fit for this one. He might be back for Cadiz. He might certainly be back against Bayern Munich or even Granada, but I just don't see him starting for this game. Speaking of starting, here's my starting 11. It is a very good thought, a conservation team, a very, very interesting 11, but it makes sense, right? Start Lunin, because Kepa started at the weekend against Real Sociedad for a reason, and that's to give Lunin more rest. Courtois is training, yes. He's preparing to come back, yes. But Lunin, firstly, has worked really hard and has played really well to deserve to keep his spot. And let Courtois be more match fit. Let him, substitute Courtois on in a game. Let him come in for a while. I know that's hard to do for a keeper, but let him do it. Right? That's cool. Right? My back four, if Mendy's out, I see Camavinga starting. I don't see Fran Garcia starting, because the problem is Lucas Vazquez has to start with Carvalho suspended. And the only way this changes is Nacho starts at left back. But I do not want to see that. So, Mendy, if not Camavinga. No Nacho, please. Fran Garcia starting would be suicidal, because you've got the front six already pushing forward, and then you have your two wing backs pushing forward. You're suicidal, right? So, if Mendy's fit, start him. He's the best defensive left back in the world on his day. If not, Camavinga. Obviously you don't want it to happen, but you have no choice. The midfield trio, Tchouaméni has to start at the 6. We know that. Next to him, Valverde has to start as the engine, and I would start Toni Kroos because he's a great player. But could Modric start? Yes, but I see Kroos starting more likely. The front three, it has to be this three: Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo. No one else. Arda Güler played well against Sociedad. Nope, not yet, not there yet. Joselu, no. Brahim Diaz, no. And I would start that as my starting 11. The front three, locked on. The two centre backs, locked on. The CDM and the right centre mid, locked on. The goalkeeper, I would say, is locked on. And the right back is locked on. So, the only changes is left back and centre mid, really. But that's that. Finally, as always, score predictions. Am I going to say 5-0 Real Madrid? Absolutely not. Gonna be truthful, non-biased here. I'm gonna say Bayern Munich 2, Real Madrid 2. And I'm gonna say that because Bayern Munich are going to attack because they know that in order to have a chance at going through this leg, this tie, they have to go on the front foot. They have to push. They have to score. They have to be the first team that score. That's basic knowledge. And they're going to go all guns blazing. They're gonna go for it. And if they do go for it, there are gonna be gaps left. There are gonna be spaces for Vinicius Junior to exploit, for Bellingham to run the ball, for Rodrigo to run the ball. You know, there are gonna be opportunities where Tchouaméni can send a long ball all the way for Vasquez. He puts the ball into the middle. Bellingham's there. There's gonna be opportunities, and I think that Bayern Munich will push. They will score. Real Madrid will cancel them out. Bayern Munich will push. They will score again, and Real Madrid will cancel them out again. I think it's gonna be one of those games, and I think that Real Madrid can get something. And when I mean something, I mean even just a draw. I would be happy with that. Of course, a win's a win, and you want to see your team win. But I'm gonna say a 2-2 draw. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's preview. Hit the button on the state, subscribe to the channel on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.